I'm meteorologist John Marshall. A little sigh of relief this evening with Hurricane Jose, now located some 440 miles to the southeast of New York City. Folks, I never really thought the storm would truly affect the tri-state area, maybe the coastline, but the good news is the wind field is staying offshore with Jose with winds of 75 miles an hour. The storm continues to move to the north at 10 miles an hour, and what's happening is the storm is tracking to the north. It's expanding a little bit, but the wind field will stay far enough offshore to spare the majority of the region of tropical storm force winds, which are winds in excess of 39 miles an hour. So, in a nutshell, for tomorrow into Wednesday, we have a track that takes the storm as a hurricane offshore, slightly east of the previous track, maybe 24 to 36 hours ago, and keeps the highest winds just offshore. But the tropical storm watches have been canceled for the coastal New Jersey and portions of Long Island. Let's get into that right now. There is only a tropical storm watch out for Suffolk County, Long Island, and southeastern Connecticut for the possibility of winds gusting between 40 and 50 miles an hour. Elsewhere, all of the watches have been dropped. So that is the good news with Jose. Never truly thought it would make a direct impact on the tri-state area. Tropical storm warning is in effect for eastern Massachusetts. Now, the big story, again, with this tropical system coming up the coast, Jose, will be coastal flooding. It'll be minor, maybe at times of high tide, the water will be about 1 to 2.5 feet above average. So if you know, obviously, those areas that get inundation with the tidal surge, 1 to 2.5 feet will cause some minor flooding. And there'll be some areas of rain with Jose, maybe some spotty showers tomorrow throughout the tri-state area, but there may be a band of heavier rain that skirts eastern Long Island for later tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, maybe early Wednesday morning, and then the storm is out of here. But we do have double trouble. We have Jose that is coming up and off our coastline, and now we have Category 4 Hurricane Maria that looks so intense right now. There is the eye of the storm. That is the island of Dominica right there. Folks, Godspeed to those people of that island because it is making landfall as we speak with winds of 130 miles an hour. Category 4 strength, moving to the west-northwest at 9 miles an hour. The eye is only 8 miles in diameter. It's like a pinhole with this black on this satellite picture, which is so intense. The central dense overcast, it is like a buzzsaw going through portions of the Caribbean and the Western Atlantic right now as we speak. So, where does Maria go? Dominica, you are going to have an incredible amount of damage. The islands that got hit with Irma 10 days ago will possibly be spared. That is the good news. Obviously, we feel for the people of Guadalupe and Dominica right there as that eye is making landfall on that island as we speak. So, where does it go? Well, here is the track from the National Hurricane Center, and it takes it almost as a Category 5 with winds of 155 miles an hour Wednesday morning, somewhere just south of the Virgin Islands, but perilously close to St. Croix. Remember St. John, St. Thomas, the British Virgin Islands, Tortola, they got hammered by Irma. Will they be spared this time? Hopefully, but unfortunately, if it does go south of them, it looks to be in the line of fire here, St. Croix, and then it makes a beeline toward Puerto Rico sometime Wednesday morning into Wednesday afternoon with winds of 150 miles an hour. Again, do not concentrate on the exact line. There's the cone of uncertainty, but obviously Puerto Rico smack dab in the middle of that. I cannot really say that Puerto Rico will be spared. I don't think it will. Will it get this direct hit? The chances are pretty high. Okay? Lots of people in the New York City tri-state area have family in Puerto Rico. They're doing their thing right now and taking precautions because that storm will be over or nearby Wednesday morning into Wednesday afternoon as a Category 4 or possibly a Category 5, the highest and most destructive on the Saffir-Simpson scale. Where does it go from here? Well, Maria looks somewhere around Dominican Republic for Thursday afternoon with winds of 145 miles an hour, Category 4. Cone of uncertainty continues to stretch as you go out in time, widens out. So, here's Florida. Miami's, well, right about there. It's still far away from the Floridian coastline, okay? But we have it coming up through north of the Dominican Republic and then slowly making that right-hand turn. Many people in Florida obviously incredibly concerned, as are the folks on the East Coast. Where does it go from here? $1,000,000 question. Jose, right now, may play a part in that. You know, the dancing storms I've been talking about right now. I'm going to show you the upper level map for Saturday. Okay? Here's Jose. Huge area, high pressure. Here's Maria entering the picture. Jose may be our friend for the United States and may try to have a weakness in the atmosphere and grab it and catch it and throw it out to sea. It's a possibility for next weekend. Not a certainty at all. I'm just showing you the parameters here. Again, that is the possible track of this storm. This is Saturday. I'm going to show you this again. This is the jet stream, the river there that guides our storms about 30,000 feet in the Earth's atmosphere. Here's Jose. It doesn't know what to do because there's nothing kicking it out. But here comes Maria. Again, this is one model, the European. Jose weakens. I don't know what it's doing. I mean, it's coming closer to Jersey, but it's very weak. But it's just strong enough in the upper levels to possibly kick this thing out. If Jose was not here and there was high pressure blocking this whole area, it would go west. So we're going to follow that situation very closely over the next several days around here. But right now, we are so concerned about the island of Dominica right now getting hammered by intense Category 4 Hurricane Maria, and it continues with this pinhole eye to batter that island. And then we look out for the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. So, you know where to get a no-nonsense, no-hype forecast. I'm meteorologist John Marshall. You can go to www.johnmarshallweather.com. And the humidity that's been out there will stick around until both of these systems get out of here. So, unfortunately, we're going into fall Friday. It will still be humid. You guys have a great work week, and we'll see you soon. Take care.